guys, I'm back and I'm bringing you a very awesome video review today. Today I will be reviewing the Transformers Generations Voyager class Headmaster Brainstorm. Yes, I said Headmaster. They brought them back in this figure. Starting with this figure at least. Obviously you can tell Brainstorm is still his big long-nosed jet with his two blasters on the nose cone and little pilot in here. Which, go ahead, you can actually open up the cockpit and remove the headmaster pilot. Straighten his legs out. And here you have the little pilot. Come on. You can move the sides of the, what will be the sides of the head, and you can see little arms. So yeah, even this guy's articulated. It's kind of cool. And you can see Brainstorm's face on the back. Go ahead and set him aside. Get back to the actual figure here. This is a pretty awesome looking jet. It's mostly a lightish blue, like aqua blue, some gray, some silver, and some white. Oh, and some red for Autobot symbols on the wings and chest. But yeah, nothing really you can do posability wise except bend the wings on hinges and rotate the guns. You can, there's only one landing gear here, and it's one of those little sliding gears. You just fold up and doesn't really change the difference, just makes him a little bit wobblier if he's laying flat like that. Okay, this for size comparisons, we'll go ahead and bring in Voyager Hound from Age of Extinction. And another figure I will be reviewing later, Deluxe Windblade. Now, as you can tell, even though Hound is a Voyager class from the movie, he is freaking huge compared to Windblade and Hound. I mean, good God, look at the size of them. And Windblade's a freaking jet. But yeah, enough about that. Go ahead. Put these two back. But yeah, that's enough about jet mode. Why don't we go ahead and start transformation? Okay, to start transformation, what we'll go ahead and do is remove the guns. You can keep them on, but it's kind of okay if you want to take them off or not. And we already folded up the landing gear. Go ahead, untab what will be his forearms from the main part of the figure. Straighten the arms. And rotate them. Just at this joint, swivel joint, just below the shoulder. Fold these wings, these wing bits flat at the shoulders. Go ahead, open up these panels, which are tight, which I like compared to what I've seen other people having loose joints and everything. Go ahead and do the same thing up for the other side. Open up this panel, rotate the hand. Close it back up. And now you have his arms. And this alone kind of looks kind of freaking funny. He can fly and punch. But enough about that. Go ahead and you can rotate these little side skirts all the way up. Untap the legs from underneath. They tab in with these two pegs right here and these two little smaller ports where my bird finger is. But go ahead and straighten them out. Click them out of place twice on each leg. Enough room to unpeg the nose cone. Rotate it down. Then it'll tab in this peg right here into this top peg right where my thumb is. Go ahead and bring the legs down. And then click them back into place just once each leg. Fold out these panels here on the front of the legs. Rotate the entire foot down and then close the panels back up. Now, as you can tell, we still need the headmaster. The head of the figure. Which is easy. Go ahead and just straighten his arms back into place. Rotate the leg, fold the legs in. Make sure they're flush against the back of the head. Straighten the little head out. And I'm going to go ahead and open the cockpit just to show you, because since they brought the whole headmaster back, watch, once you plug in the head, the biostats come up, which is cool. And you can see it through the cockpit. I just thought it'd be cooler without the cockpit in the way. But yeah, that's Brainstorm in robot mode. Okay, I have to say that Brainstorm in robot mode looks absolutely freaking cool. That, and he's tall as hell. I mean, look at him. Size comparison. Here's Deluxe Beast Hunter's Bumblebee that I painted up a long time ago. He's freaking up to his freaking crotch, for crying out loud. Just above it. I mean, god damn. They certainly went up in size big time, and I'm glad. They went from smaller figures to ginormous gargantuan freaking robots. Good way to do it, people. Good way to do it. Now, before I continue gushing, let's go over articulation. Head. Full 360 degrees turns. Can go up and down because of a little joint in the neck. Shoulders. Swivels right inside the torso. Quiet ratcheting in the shoulder. Swivels just above the elbow. Double jointed elbows. And hands can go in and go in due to transformation. No waist articulation, but they did give you the panels for the skirt, the codpiece, and the side skirt armor, which is kind of cool if you want to give more articulation for legs, which you could go ahead and move them out of the way. Good back and forward movement, ratcheting joints going in and out. Nice tight hinge joint in the knees. Can pivot up and down for the feet and slightly swivel. So in other words, you can get him in pretty damn good poses. Go ahead and get some detail in it, looking into detail. Granted, it's pretty much the same detail as in jet mode, but I didn't go over it, so. I mean, look at it. Holy cow. Man, definitely did awesome with this figure. And I hope they give us more. Let me go ahead and open the cockpit here and give you a better look at the stat reader. He is pretty fast, not as strong, and he's very, very smart. Granted, he's pretty much he's the smart guy in the IDW comics now, I guess. As you know, I have 3 issues right next to me. But yeah, you can go ahead and give him his weapons, which look freaking cool. You can go ahead and, like I said, you could have kept them on the nose in jet mode. Like this. Put this other one on. But then that kind of made the height a little bit weird. Go ahead and just remove them, and you can have him hold them in his hands. Like so. Now he's armed and ready to shoot people. Oh yeah. Definitely a good figure. Like I said, I've seen people review this figure and they've had issues. And I know people who own this figure and they have issues. I don't have one issue one bit on this figure. I got lucky as hell. Mostly because the joints are too loose, head snaps off, ruining the gimmick, or something or other, but nothing on my end, and I love it. Would I recommend this figure? I'd be lying if I said no. I would definitely recommend this figure. Just pray to Jeebus you get one that doesn't have any issues like I did. But all that said, this has been Transformers Generations Voyager Headmaster Brainstorm. May the Schwartz be with you, and good night.